Hi guys, this is Marshall with Marshall Painting. What I'm going to show you to do today is perfect caulking for interior high-end painting. What I'm caulking is wainscoting. First thing you want to do is you want to get top quality acrylic latex caulk. Then you want to take your knife, razor blade, and cut it at approximately a 45-degree angle at the very tip, so you don't want too big of a hole, you don't want to let out too much caulking. And you always want to have a wet rag with you. Just about sopping, not quite dripping, but pretty wet, so whenever you need excess water, you can squeeze it and get the water you need. Plus the water also comes in handy in a couple of areas that I'll show you. Okay, this is wainscoting, and with these panels, everything has to be caulked up. First thing I do is I go to my corners first, and I put a dab of caulk into each one. A little bit goes a long way. Just want to touch it in there. Dab the corners, and this always just give it a light swipe with the finger, each one. Make sure there's no buildup. I always like to take my wet rag and wipe it just enough to get a little water in the corners, and what that water does is it slightly dissipates and breaks up the caulking, and what it does is the more water there is, the more the caulking will shrink. It'll absorb into the form, it'll contour, and you will not see any buildup of the caulking when it dries, and it'll be a perfectly caulked corner. And when I caulk all my seams, I start right here. You can start at any point, but basically just kind of run the whole thing. You can take your gun off if you want and start from a different angle. I like to shoot the whole thing in one shot. After all the caulking's there, you just lightly go over it with your finger just to smooth it out a little. Wipe off each corner for any excess. Double check the corners. Smooth it out. Watching for excess. Now that you've done the whole thing, just check the whole thing over. Look at it real nice. Make sure there's no blemishes or anything. And that's how you do perfect caulking for interior high-end painting. Stay tuned for more.